How's everybody doing today? This is Joe and Tom for Knights of Bouss.
How's it going, everybody?
Talking to you about some stuffs with the gaming market.
You know, we're going to talk about our year in review here, maybe some things we're looking forward to, maybe some things we didn't like too much. You know,
I mean,
we'll see how it goes.
We'll fucking do this and call it a day. So what were some of the best games last year? GTA, of course.
Yeah, I'll personally say GTA 5 was actually my favorite of last year. That was a good one.
I mean, I'm gonna go Last of Us. We've all known.
Yeah, Last of Us, that's another classic game too.
Yeah, it's great. At the same time, yeah, thinking about everything like that, fucking. There were a few other great games. I mean, Contrast came out. The new system launches. I mean, I really haven't picked up and played an Xbox One, but I'm sure that Dead Rising is fun, and so is Rise.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard good things. I'm personally looking forward to Dead Rising 3 for the Xbox One. I want to give that a try. As a big fan of Dead Rising. I don't know. This game was kind of disappointing. This year's kind of disappointing. Not many blockbuster hits came out this year.
But I mean, I will admit, like they did. The indie scene kind of made up for that a lot.
Yeah.
Because there is a game out there called Papers, Please. I hear a lot about. I've yet to play it because I just haven't had the fucking time. And it just doesn't seem like something that appeals me. It's about misery and how misery can be.
I've never been the biggest fan of the indie game scene. I've gotten a little more in recent years with games like A Virgin. I think that counts as an indie game. Just certain ones that you can kind of give more of a storyline to. Because you don't have to appeal to the whole mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, the last one I really got hard on was Dust, An Elysian Tale. I think that came out early this year, late last year.
Yeah, within the last year or two. I liked that Comic Jumper from a few years back.
That was fucking
you introduced me to. I always wanted to give that one a bit more of a try.
Yeah, that was very cool. At the same time, we got
Dead Rising 3. Not Dead Rising. Dead Space 3 came out this year. That was one of my favorites for this year.
Dead Space 3. We had
DMC. DMC came out January 2013. Another classic game for this year.
I can't believe that's been a year. Fuck, dude, that game's so cool.
Yeah,
I beat that game a lot. It's a great time.
Did you ever play the DLC?
Yeah, I Virgil's Downfall was pretty good. I haven't finished yet, but it's kind of drab. It's kind of like, okay, we get it. You're bitching and whining again, Virgil. Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I hope they bring Nero back. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
I don't know. I kind of hope the same thing just because I'm a fan of his voice actor, Johnny Young Bosch, which every anime fan I was like, oh, he's in everything. Shut up. He's a good voice actor. So is Yuri Lowenthal and the other fucking one, Troy Baker. So suck it.
I've always liked Phil LaMarr. He's my favorite voice actor.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I thought it was Christopher Sabat.
I don't know, man. I like Christopher Sabat. You know how big of a Vegeta fan I am. But, man, Phil LaMarr, he's done so many different things. He was in Biodome. He played the black guy in Mercenaries. You know, he was on Mad TV. He's done a lot of variation.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
That's true.
You know, who'd guess that guy's a black guy, right?
This year they came out with Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, which was a really good game.
Would you say it was a great deal better than the one before that?
Yes.
You'd say so?
Oh, yeah. It was a huge improvement on Generations, and even a big improvement on 2. But with that being said, we did have some shitty games in there.
Yeah.
We had Metal Gear Rising, which was a fun game. I had a great time playing it. Not what they promised us.
Yeah, you know, I remember before the game came out, you know, Hideo Kojima talking about they were going to use this new kind of aggressive stealth. They're still going to have all that quirky philosophy in it, like other Metal Gear games. And then it comes out, and it's kind of just a glorified hack and slash, at least from what I've heard.
Yeah, you get that fucking mode, and you're... It's just, that's it.
Because I will admit, I only played the demo, but still.
Dude, the demo, the part where all you do, here's stealth. If you walk up to somebody and you can stab them in the back, you stealth them. Good job.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Which is technically stealth, but they just made it sound like it was going to be a lot more than it was.
I agree. I mean, I got down pretty hard early this year on DMC. I got that one when it came out.
Yeah, DMC was definitely the best in the series, and that's saying something.
Oh, yeah, dude, because I was not excited about the new Devil May Cry at all, and that one blew me a fucking way.
And, you know, the story wasn't my favorite, but I liked the fact they did a lot of social commentary in it. You know, I liked that. I thought that was interesting.
It felt very real. Like, this is possible. This could happen. Yeah,
that was one thing. Is it's still a hardcore fantasy game, but they kind of tried to make it a little more realistic, which, you know, I like.
Yeah. As far as What else? What the fuck else came out this year?
Yeah, it's kind of slim pickings this year a little bit.
It was. I mean,
everyone was kind of gearing up for the
console launches, which were honestly the console launches were weak.
Yeah. And that's coming from someone over there who's got a PS4.
Yeah. I mean that PS4 launch. I mean, when I'm sitting there, I just get a new console. I can come home with 3 games, and
yeah, you were prepared this year.
Yeah, one game was like the one game I really, really wanted and was really jacked up for. I could have bought on PS3.
And which one would you say that one was?
That was Assassin's Creed, which was great. It's one of the best in the series for that. I mean, Killzone was a lot of fun. Knack was a good time.
I mean, Killzone looked beautiful. It looked beautiful.
Oh, it was gorgeous. I actually just got to the level that all the stage demos were for. Oh, it still blows me away.
See, I like when they do a demo. I don't like when it's the first level or two. I like when it's just in the middle of the game. And then eventually later, when you actually get the game, you play it like, oh, that's how this stuff happened. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, that's always cool. GTA 5, Saints Row 4 came out this year.
Yeah. Which, Saints Row 4, that's another classic. Not as good as the third one, in my opinion. It was still a good game, though.
I definitely dug that, but on that day, the better game came out that I played a lot less was Splinter Cell Blacklist. And
oh yeah, that game was amazing.
That game's hard as fucking shit.
Yeah.
Why does it need to be that hard? It doesn't need to be that hard.
See, I like the challenge in this one though, as opposed to say the older ones where it's just 3 alarms and you lose.
Yeah, that was some shit.
I definitely like having to think about your what kind of tactics you're gonna go. This guy's gonna turn and see you. Are you gonna go over this railing? What are you gonna do? Yeah. And all the customization too. I'm a fan of customization in every game, but I like it.
Yeah, I mean...
Brought back Spies vs. Mercs.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Spies vs. Mercenaries runs really well, all the way till you run into some asshole who's been playing it way too efficiently.
That sounds like almost every online game, though.
That's true. That's a fact. As far as anything else goes, you've been playing Grand Theft Auto Online, of course.
I would say GTA 5 was my all-time favorite game this year.
I say it was it was definitely my top 5 favorites this year. Well, probably top 5. But
what beats it out? Just Last of Us and
The Last of Us, Naruto. What the fuck? I talked about 2 other great games too, and I can't fucking remember them now. DMC and Blacklist.
Those are definitely all really good games.
But definitely one of the reasons that GTA one big hit that it took from me was Rockstar, since they didn't launch it with that online right away, they really should have taken the fucking time to make that online work.
I agree with that. Coming from someone who I was a little kid playing the first GTA on the PC, for I don't know how many of you guys remember that, but 5, the single player, everyone was just raving about it, and I personally loved it. I was there the night it came out and bought it, It was so much of an improvement from the last few games. And, I, like other people, was very excited for the online. Finally getting to play Grand Theft Auto. You play it multiplayer instead of getting the mods in the PC, which I, once again, don't know how many people you've done that, but... I
mean, 4 had it, but that was just...
It was super bare bones. Though. See, at the same time, though, 4 had some stuff the online didn't, though. Their matchmaking system in 4 was honestly a lot better than this one. Granted, there's more stuff to do in this, but, honestly, all the problems the online ran into, it's kind of turned a lot of gamers away. People losing their money, losing their characters, stuff that takes you time to work for.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to play 16 hours on a character, then, oh, sorry guys, fuck you.
Yeah.
Here's a imaginary shit we might give you one day. Oh, here's $100,000. That'll make up for all the pain in the ass you went through, right? No.
And like I said, I'm playing the online right now. I've had a great time, but I'm a hardcore fan of the series, though. They should have taken some more time and put some more effort in the online, especially when the online didn't even ship for the first 2 weeks of the game being out. They could have done better with it. They
definitely should have taken that 2 weeks and really hammered it, because my uncle was a beta tester, and he was telling them, hey, this needs to be worked on, this needs to be worked on. And it was shit that they haven't fixed yet.
Yeah. Some of these problems, there has been, Rockstar has done a little bit. People don't give them any credit. That things are definitely better. But, you're still seeing some of these exact same glitches. Besides the fact that right now the in-game economy, if you can even call it an in-game economy, it's completely whacked because all the hackers are just sending out millions upon millions of dollars.
Which I need to get a hold of me, one of those hackers.
Yeah, which actually, funny enough, I actually enjoyed the fact they gave me money for free in the game. I'm a completely legit player. You know, I didn't ask for it. I don't cheat. But it was kind of nice to be able to play GTA like a GTA game. You know, you don't have to worry about money. You can just go out and do what you got to do.
I mean, was that Ultimate came out this year. I was gonna say, DOA 5 came out this year, and that was last year. My B, guys, my B.
Did the Ultimate version come out this year? Or was that?
Yeah, Ultimate came out this year, which was pretty cool. Came out gave you a few extra characters, stuff like that.
Did they change any mechanics of the game or anything?
Yeah, the countering system works a lot better, stuff like that.
Would you say you liked it better than the original that came out then?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's cool.
But as far as everything else, I mean,
WoW's still going.
Well, yeah, WoW's still alive. They announced a new expansion pack, Burning Crusade 2. That's going to be fan-fucking-tastic.
I mean, yeah, everyone always talks about said Burning Crusade is their favorite anyway.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest, I perused WoW since it came out. I've always perused it, though. I've had my own account here and there, still do now. I know a lot of people who got a lot more hardcore in the series than I have, though.
I play it a little more hardcore than Tom over here, but like I don't get crazy with it. It bores me. Like, I'm waiting for Elder Scrolls Online. That's my MMO for this year.
Some real potential. I said the same thing about GTA Online. You know, my biggest problem with WoW is it's so repetitive. You're doing the same things over and over again.
Even the quests are pretty much the same thing. Oh, you just gotta collect 25 lions first instead of peanut furs, whatever the fuck they make.
Yeah, you know, this day it's 20 bear asses. Tomorrow it's 20 pieces of fruit. You know. And I guess even that, because when it comes down to it, most games, there's going to be repetitiveness in it. It just happens. It's when the whole game, though, is based on the same things over and over again. Combat doesn't even really have too much of a thing. And, you know, yeah, you do need a little bit of strategy. There's definitely a cooldown. You have to watch your cooldown. You got to get your rotation going.
I would say you don't really have to worry about that unless you're in a dungeon or a raid, though.
Yeah, see, unless you're in a situation where your character's actually being taxed, you don't even really have to worry about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're in one of those, it's just kind of like, it exists.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, honestly, and this is just my opinion, the strategy kind of ends there, though. You don't really got to worry about positioning. There's no really stealth to speak of. And I know certain characters have quote-unquote stealth. It's not quite the same thing, though, you know. It's too repetitive. It's not improperly made, in my opinion. It's just too repetitive. I don't like doing the same things over and over again, except they slap some paint on it and say it's new.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I could take an old piece of shit car, slap some paint on it. That doesn't make it new. Mm-hmm. That makes it an old piece of shit car with a new paint job.
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to Elder Scrolls Online. It's why I'm loving GTA Online. It's because it has that MMO format. Well, I mean, okay, Elder Scrolls actually is an MMO.
Yeah.
GTA Online technically isn't, but you get the point, though. It's going to make people want more from an online game. People are going to expect more than just, press a button, watch my character do this attack, and done. No, you want control of the character. At least I know I do.
You ever fight like a really weak creature with a lot of fucking HP? You can walk out of the room, get some chips, maybe make a sandwich. It's like dealing with Knights of the Round from Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I need a sandwich. That's going to go for 12 hours.
Yeah,
let's do this.
You click on it, he just keeps hacking away, you know? It's very passionless. I guess that's a way to put it. I mean,
I get it. At the time that the game came out, was what, mid-PS2 range?
Something like that, I want to say. I don't know. I mean, WoW's been out for more than 10 years now. I know that.
So yeah, it was about 05, 06. I mean, all right, I get it. I get what happened then. Because it's the same thing like EverQuest ran into Final Fantasy 11. I'm hearing good things about Final Fantasy 14. I might have to pick it up. I might have to play it just to...
You see, that's a little more your forte than mine.
I'm a Final Fantasy guy. I got to get Lightning Return, but I don't know if I'm quite willing to drop $60 on a third Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
Considering 1 was 2 was what's 3 gonna be? I mean, it started at like the middle of the shit hill. It's just been working its way down.
You know, it's kind of funny. You know, Final Fantasy hated making sequels, absolutely hated it. Then all of a sudden, they're pretty down on it now.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, who doesn't love cash? Or maybe that's cold of me to say. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it's fucking... This is what happens when you lose a great developer and get something just shitty.
Yeah, because aren't they re-releasing 14 or something now, or was that the other one?
That was a re-release of 14, and it was bullshit because they fucked up, so they re-released it.
Well, and I feel like we've had personal conversations about it before. What was the problem with it?
The problems have been like... Honestly, it was a lot of fucking shit. Like, they fucked up monster popping, so high-level monsters were popping in low-level areas.
Yeah, I heard about that. You'd kill a mob, and then before you even walked away, it respawned full strength again, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I heard about that, and I died.
They had fucking... It had greatness potential, but there were a lot of problems. It was very quirky. Actually, if you guys know any more about it, email us at knightsofbouss@gmail.com. It'll be just like spelled, just like on the thing, because it's kind of complicated because we want it to sound cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so just GTA Online. I mean, I started playing The Last of Us again because the game's amazing.
See, I thought the single player for that was amazing. Another game that I played, beat, and kept going after I beat it. And I'll admit, once again, I didn't get super into the online, though, but that's only because I played a little bit of it, and it seemed cool. I had fun playing it. It didn't really seem like it was going anywhere, though, I guess. I didn't really feel like there was much to, like, how do I put this? A goal to go towards, you know, a level up to get a new ability or a new weapon, or
yeah, I mean, it felt kind of like maybe like the old Halo games.
Yeah, just you're playing and it's cool, but see, I guess I personally like a goal of some sort, you know.
Yeah.
But that, I'll admit that's one of my things, though. You know, I played KOTOR 2 all the way until I got a lightsaber. Never played it again.
Or DMC3 and
yeah,
never.
DMC3. I wanted to get Devil Trigger, so you know what? I played till I fucking got it. Well, I guess I can't say I never played it again, but did not play it for a couple years. But I'm kind of an asshole.
It's cool, man. Like we all have our quirks. I mean, I want EA to announce right now Knights of the Old Republic 3. That'll make my year.
I can see.
I don't care if they wait till 2016. Give me the promise. Give me the hope and dream of Knights of the Old Republic 3, so I can hold on to it and sleep with it at night.
Yeah, say something's happening with it.
Yeah, because EA has it. They got BioWare. Fucking make this game. Oh, you want a new Mass Effect? I want KOTOR more. I like Star Wars better.
What's going on with Battlefront 3? Is any news on the horizon about that?
I heard they're going to rebuild it from the fucking ground. They're going ground up rebuild.
Yeah, I have no. And me personally, I'm not a business major, but I have no idea why Disney wanted to close down LucasArts.
I don't know. I'm kind of glad they gave it to EA because they may be evil bastards. That's right, EA fans. They're fucking evil.
Fact.
Now, with that being said, though, you can definitely appreciate what they make. They make a quality product, except for NBA Live 14, which we all know is the biggest disappointment this year. I didn't include it in my list because, come on, when their apology includes, oh, we made videos to teach you how to play the game, sucks to be you guys. I don't want this game anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
So, I thought that was hilarious. Oh, I'm sorry. We're sorry we made this shitty game, but it's your fault that we made a shitty game because you don't know how to play it right.
Yeah, it's like when someone apologizes, you can apologize for what you did, and you can apologize for how they feel. We're not sorry we made a shitty game. We're sorry you suck.
Yeah. Like,
sucks to be you.
It's almost like apologizing for stepping on somebody's toe with, oh, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't have put it there.
Yeah.
Which is just a dick move every time.
I agree with that. I definitely agree.
But a couple things I want to touch base on. Again, were of course, remember me last year.
Mm-hmm. Now, a game I heard about, I've never had the chance to play it. I haven't played any demos. You're a little more familiar with it than I am, honestly.
I only played it a little bit. I played a few hours of it.
Okay.
Good game. It was a good time. It definitely had some great mechanics. They definitely were doing a good thing. They had the right idea.
I'm sensing a butt here, though.
It was poor execution.
Really?
Oh my god! Like the combo system, like the create a combo system. I want to be able to create a fucking combo. I want it to look different, not just you create which button gives you health or this.
Yeah, I don't like when games do that. If you remember, Mortal Kombat Armageddon had to create a combo, create a fatality. I want to say.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much just the same motions over and over again, except you're putting them into a different order. There might have been a couple that was character specific, but it was like how you just said, though. You know.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It was crap. It was shit weaved. I mean, no wonder Capcom's going under.
Yeah.
Especially, and Capcom actually recently announced that because the fans of Resident Evil are getting too old and they might stop playing video games soon, they're going to aim toward a younger demographic.
Which, I mean, I don't know who else heard about this. I heard they were thinking about doing a reboot.
Yes.
Which, spoiler alert, it's because they fucking killed Wesker. They would not be doing a fucking reboot if they hadn't killed Wesker. I'm sorry. You guys can complain about me saying this, can disagree. That's why they're doing it. They should not have killed Wesker.
Address those to Tom's a dick at knightsofbouss@gmail.com.
Yeah, I will probably read them.
That's actually a great way to get us to read your emails.
Yeah, actually, he's right. If you wanted me to read it, challenge me, threaten me in some way. I'll probably pay attention then.
Yeah, I mean, we got this. But, like, I definitely agree with you to an extent. I think they might have rebooted it anyways because Dead Space really proved you can make an action game that's scary. So did Fear. Fear had some good scares and with some great action.
I definitely agree with that. You know, Dead Space, another one of my favorite series. I'm a big fan of horror games, horror movies, horror series. You know, Dead Space, it made games want to, I guess, reach a higher bar, I guess, because it is a game, a very action-oriented game. You're very mobile, you know, but there's still definitely that tangible fear feeling. So,
I mean, there's some jump scares. I mean, there's some lingering fear.
You know, it makes you think about different things.
I mean, Resident Evil got so bad. Shinji, can't remember his last name now because it's Japanese and I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, insert Asian name.
He left and went to Bethesda. And now he's making The Evil Within, which looks amazing.
Yeah, you sound pretty excited for that. I still need to do more research on that myself. But you sound pretty excited.
You definitely gotta watch the YouTube video, man. Like that's what needs to happen. But
I mean, I don't know, maybe them rebooting it and coming from someone else who's another Resident Evil fan. I didn't really get into the first one back in the mansion very much, but from 2 on, I'm a huge fan. You know, sometimes a reboot can be good, inject some life into the series, because they have a lot of different features in the games that are good, but not many games that have all of those good features in. So
yeah, I mean,
I feel like that's a good way to say that.
I don't know, man. Like, I definitely want some. I want the feeling like. All right, you remember the first time you picked up the Resident Evil or something like that, and you fucking played it, and you're like, "Oh man, this is awesome." Mm-hmm. Give me something more like Revelations. Revelations had some good scares and great action. They really proved that one, and then they went from that to 6, where it's like, "Oh, just so you know, this is a straight action game."
Yeah.
Oh, thanks guys for me wanting to stab you in the throat.
And like I played 6 and I loved it. It does have some problems, though, like you said. It's definitely not very a horror game, you know. People have been bitching about that in Resident Evil for years now.
So it's what, like 5? I know 5.
4 was really when people started complaining, because 3 still had the
tank controls.
Still the tank controls. Then Code Veronica still had the tank controls. And Code Veronica, that definitely felt like a horror game still. But that's when the game was... They already started gearing a little more towards action. And then 4 came out, and everyone's like, well, Resident Evil jumped the ship. They're not really about horror anymore. But people didn't bitch too much because it was a really fun game to play.
Yeah, I mean, 6, everything I've heard, people just do not like 6.
See, I personally think people give 6 a bad rap. Because even though everything I just said is true, it doesn't have much of a horror game to it. It definitely strayed from its roots. And the story's nothing to write home about. I'll actually be honest, the story disappointed me.
Come on, you have to fight the same last boss, like, what, 12 times?
Something like that, you know, which I'm even fine with. But the story's not very gripping. It doesn't make you feel much.
They definitely could have done a lot with a lot.
Just more.
They didn't have to put in as much. They could have used equal amounts of effort. Just make me a new last boss. Mm-hmm. Make that guy die off, and like the final creature is just a different person who's a fucking douche.
Instead of coming back over and over and over again. Yeah.
And Leon yelling at him like, "I'm gonna get you!" Like, we get it. You're gonna get him. All right, let's kill this bastard finally.
But all that being said, I absolutely loved the combat. You know, they started going down that combat path with 4. They refined it. They didn't really do much different in 5. They refined it in Operation Raccoon City, which another game not many people liked. I loved. You can really see that. You can see Operation Raccoon City. It's kind of the precursor to combat in 6. And then in 6, I love the combat, the melee.
Yeah.
You know, I love the fact that as Leon, you can just whip out another pistol whenever you want. I think more games should do that.
I think
the counter system's kind of cool. You know, you got hand to hand with Jake. That's pretty badass.
That's true.
They could have just did more, I guess. They could have just did more. Like, for being the 6th Resident Evil game, 5, in my opinion, was kind of a letdown. I had fun with it. It was kind of a letdown. You know, I just expected more, I guess.
I mean, I was a fan of 5. I liked it. It definitely let me down. I didn't like Sheva as a character at all.
No, I agree. And Chris was hilarious. All roided out. Just Chris! I guess that was more Wesker than Chris.
That was definitely Chris. But yeah, it was definitely very funny. I still make jokes about that whenever I play him in like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, I don't know. The line, what was it? Complete global saturation? Something about Wesker saying it just made me laugh. I don't know why.
What the hell else was I? What the hell else was I? There was something else I was playing. All I want to do is wring somebody's fucking neck because this game sucks so bad.
Which game was it?
It came out not 100%, not too long ago, but I really wanted to like it. Mm-hmm. And we've all been there. You really want to like a game, and it just sucks. You just hate playing it. You fall asleep because it sucks dick. I mean...
Yeah, that's the rough thing about expectations. You know, these developers, they talk about a game. I remember back before the first Fable came out. What was his name? Peter Molyneux. Molyneux? What the nigga, or what the shit ever. he saw these features are going to be in the game. There's other heroes trying to finish the quest. There's dragons to slay. It's this huge open world. All these features that you only start expecting because he told you were going to have them, and then the game comes out.
Well, he even promised you like your character would die eventually, and you'd have to take over.
Yeah,
like,
with a kid. Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
and you play through like several generations of hero.
Mm-hmm. I do remember hearing about that, and some of the stuff they kind of had in. Like you did age. I personally didn't like the aging system because I felt like your character aged so much quicker than everybody else that you started to look old.
You're 60. Your aging actually stops. You hit 70 years old and you're done.
It stops, yeah. And your character, you look old and raggedy,
Yeah.
And like I said, these are features that are cool, but you won't really expect them until the developer says they're going to be in it.
Yeah. Like I would expect, like, oh, you get the age. All right. I expected the stopping, but he said multiple generations. Like, fuck yeah, give me some generational shit. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Like Record of Aggress War. That was the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
I recently played that. I started
that
series.
game. I don't know anything about that one.
Well, I started at 0 because the prequel, so I figured I'll start at the beginning.
Okay, yeah, I agree with
that. I'm a fan of the turn-based strategy style nowadays. I just could not get into that game. Dragon's Dogma, I want to love. I still refuse to say I don't like the game. I still play it.
Okay, well, rather than saying you don't like it, I guess what's stopping you from loving it, from making
slow.
it slow?
Mm-hmm. Like the creators of Resident Evil and Devil May Cry made this game. So I expect fast-paced, furious action in a medieval world, and what I got was this slow, kind of clunky. It's a beautiful, vast world. I mean, maybe it's because I haven't gotten that far into it.
And what system that come out for?
PS3 and 360.
Okay.
And I just haven't gotten far into it, but it just seemed
kind of
like
just a little disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, they came out the expansion pack, Dark Arisen. That's the one I've been playing lately. Got free on PlayStation Plus, free ad dropping. But
yeah, actually, it's not free. I demand PSN pays us.
Yeah, it's not
for the record.
That's not going to happen. They'll sue us before they pay us.
Well, all right. So you have me at that one. You have me at suing.
But at the end of the day, it's just I want a quality product for my money, and that game. It felt like Berserk, the video game, but very slow, very.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get the value for your money, especially, in an economy like this. I mean, not to add the economy, money's always tight, You want to get your bang for your dollar, especially, like I just said, in the recession, compulsory spending goes down, luxuries and such. You want to make it worth it, especially these bastards charging $60 every game. Every game.
And that's what we're here to do, is make sure you spend that $60 on shit you're really going to like.
Yeah.
We got YouTube reviews, not many. We got the one up.
Yeah.
Same name. Definitely go check that one out for us, because, of course, give us some feedback. Let us know how we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. All joking aside, I'm not quite so gruff to talk to. Neither is he. Give us some feedback. Drop us a line. I'm sure we'll put the link in at the end of the video or something. Like the other.
Yeah, we'll have it up we'll have it up somewhere here on our fucking blog.
Yeah. We're
on WordPress at knightsofbouss, WordPress.com. Come on, you guys know how to work these things by now.
We started with the reviews. We're gonna keep doing the reviews. We're gonna do some podcasting.
I mean, we got to finish that DSX review. Yeah. I mean, I fucking loved that game too. That was what 11 that originally came out. Then they came out then they came out the director's cut last year. So I can actually say director's cut, 2 thumbs up. That was a better game that came out last year.
Yeah, they definitely did change a couple mechanics about the game. Changed for the better.
And DuckTales, I'm very impressed with DuckTales.
I know you were excited for that one to come out.
Woo!
I do remember the opening. Oh man,
we'll sing the whole fucking opening, but then I'm pretty sure people just tune out. Like, we're never listening to these guys again. They start singing and shit.
I'm not singing the opening. There are songs I'll sing. We can do Ice Ice Baby.
No, we're not doing Ice Ice. Do I look like a dumb guy? Like, come on. But Rocksmith 2012, I'm playing that. It actually works. If you're looking to play guitar, pick that up.
I thought it was cool that they're full-fledged guitar. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it kind of killed off the whole idea for Guitar Hero now.
Yeah.
They actually came out with one called, Band Legends? And you can play every instrument.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I might pick that up because I do want to be the lead singer while I guitar. I want to be like Dave Grohl.
Playing other stuff.
That's how I fucking roll, son.
I mean, when you think about it, I guess it was kind of the natural progression. Guitar Hero came out. There's Band Hero. Or not Band Hero. What was it?
Band Hero came out. There was a game
called
Band
It was called Band Hero? That was the one with the other instruments, right?
Yeah.
They had to just, instead of
Rock Band had it originally.
Rock Band, that's what it was called.
That Band Hero came out. That was kind of like the knockoff version of Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
And, of course, there was DJ Hero, which you gotta get that.
I kind of wanted to try that. I tried one of those stands at Best Buy, and I figured I just wasn't controlling it right because
ad dropping. We want that cash.
What
But
was I about to say?
yeah, I mean, it's just it's
oh, yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah,
I can't say anything about GameStop giving us money.
Yeah,
because I already take their money. But it's definitely very different. If there's any games you want to hear us try, get our opinion of, I've probably already played it. Yeah. I can't remember most of the games I played. I play a fuck ton of them.
Between the both of us, we definitely have a very eclectic choice of things we like.
Yeah, like I still have not played any Silent Hill other than the first one.
See, Silent Hill, I haven't played all of them. I didn't play Origins. I watched a Let's Play of Shattered Memories, which isn't quite the same thing as playing, but, besides that, 1, 2, and 3, absolutely fucking love them. 2, one of the best twists ever. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's good.
You know what game actually I would have to give put on that top 5 also?
What?
Castlevania Mirror of Fate.
Mm-hmm. I heard good things. See, you're a little bit of a Castlevania more fan.
I'm a fanboy. I'm pumped for 2. Being Dracula, how cool is that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then Hideo Kojima, that's being done by Kojima, isn't it?
Yeah, all those have Kojima's actually putting his hands on since he was elected vice president of Konami.
And I like that.
I don't know if he was actually elected, but whatever.
He took it by force.
I hope so.
Either way,
I hope he snuck in there Solid Snake style, started capping foods
with a bandana. I mean, if he
I assume he wears one to work every day. He takes them off for pictures.
I would. I mean, pretty much him. And Sylvester Stallone. Who else can really get away with wearing a bandana every day? Every day.
I mean, but yeah, I'm looking for. I can't wait for Ground Zeroes. Everything they promised better fucking be there.
Yeah,
Kiefer Sutherland better be good.
I'll be honest that's really my only hang up on it right now is I'm not happy Kiefer Sutherland doing the voice. I don't mean to take anything away from him. I didn't watch 24, but I've heard a lot of good things. Which,
I love 24.
Yeah, makes me think it's probably a good series. Lasted for a while. I don't know if it's still on the air or not.
It's all on Netflix. Just sit back and watch it.
It doesn't really catch me, honestly. Just
make it catch you.
You can't make me do anything.
It can, because Jack Bauer will yell at you.
And, I'm pretty down on that.
You'll watch this right now!
And, like, storyline-wise... So, okay, there's a storyline reason why he sounds different.
Although, somehow, that accent corrects itself.
Yeah, by 4. Yeah, so, all right, I get that. But
obviously,
honestly,
it's the dick in the throat.
Yeah, probably, It gets hard to... That gravelly Batman voice. It gets hard talking like that all the time. Or maybe I'm just a pussy. Maybe that's my
you could always talk like Bane. I'll break you. It's really bad. I'll break you, but whatever. You get my fucking point.
I will say though, as a comic book fan, I'm happy they actually did that with Bane. Though they definitely brought back the characterization of making him a smart character. He's not just some big dumb bruiser. He's smart. He's fast. He's strong.
He's fucking boss in that movie.
Yeah, and Tom. If I remember correctly, the actor's name is Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool seeing that. I didn't think he had it in him. I saw him. What was he in? He was in It Means War, which I never saw, but heard good things. I think he was in Inception, which was my first time seeing him as an actor. I think.
I've never actually seen Inception.
Really? See, I absolutely loved it. Which pretty much everyone liked that movie.
Yeah,
it was a really good movie though. Christopher Nolan. I'll give anything he does a chance. Memento, one of my favorite movies ever. I'm
so pumped. Christopher Nolan's doing the new Justice League movie. He did a great job with the Man of Steel. He's gonna do that Batman vs Superman movie.
Did he do the Man of Steel?
Yeah.
I actually didn't know he directed that.
I'm pretty sure he did. I mean, I could be wrong, and I just put it out on public so everybody heard it. But
yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Whatever. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It happens. Welcome to reality.
Yeah.
Now, my biggest... I want to say... What the hell else came... What other shit came out this year? There's some more crap that came out. Like, we picked up and took right back and stuff like that.
Let me think. What else has... I don't know, like I said, I in my opinion, this has not been a very stellar year. There was a lot of just mediocreness around. A lot of mediocreness.
I don't know, man. I think there was... Yeah, I guess I'd go with mediocrity.
Yeah.
Because, remember, Me wasn't a great game. It wasn't like the worst game I ever played, though. It's pretty fun. I'd like to finish it. The story was kind of cool.
What about that? Was it Killer Is Me or Killer Is Dead, or was that last year?
Killer Is Dead was a good game.
Was that last year or this year?
That was this year.
I couldn't remember if it was the beginning of this year or the end of last year.
That was pretty good. It came out over summer. Came out about the same time as The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. It wasn't like...
You said it was a little bit of a letdown, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was just pretty much straightforward and staring at boobs.
And, boobs are great for the record,
I do love me some boobs. I'm a DOA fan.
That's funny.
But
Thor 2 came out this year.
that movie was really good.
I actually like that one better than the first one.
That's because it really didn't have that much competition in that. To be honest with you, the first one was good, but you could tell what they made it for. They made it to get to the Avengers.
Yeah, you could see that.
Natalie Portman's still hot.
Yeah, all the time. Watch Black Swan. It's worth it if you watch it.
I'm never watching that movie.
Man, her and Mila Kunis.
I've watched that part. I have YouTube.
It's actually not a bad movie, though. I'm not really the biggest fan of like ballet-related stuff, though.
I heard it was really fucked up.
It is. It's a psychological thriller, man. It's a psychological thriller. I love movies like that. It's not what you would expect.
Would you buy it?
No. I wouldn't buy it. It was a good movie. I wouldn't consider it a classic, but I think it was a good movie, though.
I don't know. I think the best movie last year that I saw, I want to hand it to...
See, you saw a couple movies than I did this year.
I saw a few. I usually don't go to theaters, and I went to the theaters quite a bit last year.
Yeah, I actually years before this one it was kind of reversed, but this year
I'm never really like I don't like people.
Yeah,
not a people kind of guy.
Well, people do suck. I mean, let's be honest.
It's a fact. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, way to go sucking. Well, I guess you're our fan, so maybe you don't suck quite as much. If you
love us, you don't suck because we're lovable. Ladies, send those pics my way. I will definitely look at them.
Yeah, or if you really love us, you will suck for sure. Not me though, him.
The ladies, because this guy over here has got connected.
Yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm engaged.
Yeah, fact. But I mean, I don't know. Well, that's a conversation for later. There's a podcast about gaming and movies and shit. But this year, I mean, the Vita had a couple good. I mean,
I'm very excited they got a Vita.
A lot of good handheld games this year because they put Amazing Spider-Man out on it. I haven't had a chance to play it, but
you heard good things.
I've heard nothing good.
You heard nothing good, really?
No, I mean the game was amazing back on PS3. Even my Wii U version's awesome. Wii U, I mean, I'm pissed off they delayed Donkey Kong. But like, yeah, they
the last Donkey Kong game I played was 64.
I love Country Returns.
I never played it.
Going on Wii, so much fun.
I never played that. What was that? Bongo Crazy or some shit?
Those games were fucking awesome.
Jungle Groove. I don't know.
Jungle
what it was
Beats.
Called. Jungle Beats.
You the bongos and it was a good time. It was definitely a good time.
I miss the DK rap from back in the K.
That was fucking awesome. That's why.
It was catchy.
But what the? Nino Kuni came out this year. That was a great game. Nino Kuni, Tales of Exilia.
Nino Kuni, what's that one about?
That was that was by Studio Ghibli.
Okay.
The guys who did My Pet Totoro. Correct me if I don't know the name of it, to be completely honest with you, but I know they did Spirited Away, and they did Up on Poppy Hill this year.
Oh, so the same people did Spirited Away?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's from that one guy, the same guy who did Kiki's Delivery Service and stuff. Okay.
Same studio.
Okay, all right.
But it's an awesome game. It has such a good moral backing. I still haven't finished it because it's pretty hard. But Mr. Drippy is probably the best character this year.
Mr. Drippy?
I mean, it's either Mr. Drippy or Trevor. I mean, Joel's pretty boss, but...
I just like the name Mr. Drippy.
He's not quite Trevor. But... yeah, I mean... You gotta play... If you're gonna go out there, you're gonna pick up a game... I mean, I would personally go with fucking Last of Us. If you got a PlayStation 3, you're gonna get a game, get The Last of Us. If you got an Xbox 360, get Assassin's Creed. Because if you play Grand Theft Auto on it, you're just looking for heartbreak because it looks really bad. I'm sorry, Xbox fans. There's 2 discs and you still can't even catch up.
Yeah, that is pretty rough.
Just don't dip in that mustard.
See, Last of Us is definitely a great game. I would personally, I don't know if I'd say I recommend GTA over The Last of Us, but I'd recommend GTA. You got a single player. It's definitely a good length. There's definitely enough activities to keep you going for a while. And this online, even with the problems in it, I have faith Rockstar is going to fix it, and this will be one of the best online games ever.
I have no faith in Rockstar because they had how many years to fix Red Dead Redemption's online?
True.
a few, and they never touched it. That's right.
But GTA is a little big, and
They didn't fix GTA 4 shit either. They just added more stuff. Like, here's a new game. Yeah, stop bitching for a little bit.
I can agree with you, but with those games, a little different though. Like, okay, Red Dead. If I remember correctly, I don't know if that came out before or after 4.
Came out after 4.
Came out after 4, so they were still kind of just trying the online thing. Both of those games. Now, if someone else has played Red Dead Redemption online more than I have, feel free to drop me a line once again. But the online really wasn't such a big focus of it. You know, Rockstar for GTA 5, they're treating GTA 5 and the online as 2 separate games, even though you need 5 to play it. They treat them as 2 separate games, and you know one of the selling points was for this is the online. So I think they'll give a little more effort to this one than they did to 4 or Red Dead's online, in my opinion.
I mean, I definitely want to.
Hopefully, yeah.
I really hope they do because it does have a lot of potential to be great. But I just don't see it. I mean, The Last of Us is online again. If you're an online player, The Last of Us is not the game for you. Go GTA, get Battlefield, Call of Duty. I didn't mind it other than the people, but that's usually my problem with Call of Duty because they suck.
I thought that extinction mode seemed pretty cool.
It was kind of cool, but like no one ever wanted to finish it. They always wanted to be assholes. Like, oh, let's just dick around for a while. Like,
oh, see, I hate that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm playing. What the hell game? What the hell was I playing before I came over here? The new Zelda game did really well.
Which one is that?
A Link Between Worlds.
And how's that one?
I love it. It's a link to the past, gameplay, music, and hell, even dungeons to a certain extent. The dungeons are a little different, alright, people. But
it definitely makes you think of it while you're playing. It's definitely a good homage.
I actually went back and played my Link to the Past.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because don't they have it's a different perspective too? Like the 3/4 perspective is it versus the top down, or
it's still like top. I guess 3/4 would be the way to say it. But yeah, I mean it's definitely a great game.
I mean, I love Zelda. Last Zelda game I played was the Twilight Princess for GameCube.
You missed. Well, I don't know. Skyward Sword was good. It wasn't amazing. I mean, I'm more excited. I was more excited about having the Wind Waker than freaking that. They didn't even add that much shit to the Wind Waker, honestly.
Yeah, because I remember when they were talking about
taking out that stupid fucking quest. I hate fetch quests.
Yeah, taking out that fetch quest at the end. When I found out they didn't do that, that was a little disappointed, honestly.
Just like Metroid Prime 2 has a huge fetch quest at the end that sucks.
Does it?
Oh my god. I don't know if it's worse, but it's definitely dumb.
See, I didn't play Metroid Prime 2. I played the first one. I liked the first one a lot. If I remember correctly, the end of it, I want to say they had some sort of quest like that, but I don't remember for sure.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't as much pain in the ass as Zelda.
Wasn't quite as bad.
I'm sorry, Wind Waker fanboys, but that fetch quest at the end is the cheeks.
Sit and spin.
I mean, other than that, the game is phenomenal. But that quest is definitely the cheeks.
The cheeks.
Well,
how was there's another one that came out since Skyward Sword, isn't there? Besides the one you were just talking about, hasn't another one came out, or Skyward Sword the newest main storyline game?
I want to say Skyward Sword's the only one that's not a remake of some sort. I could be wrong.
They need to just make Ocarina of Time 2, which is actually just going to be your Zelda and have all the shit from that they cut out, but they're never going to do any of that.
We're not supposed to talk about that. We don't know about that.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. Google.
It's all public record now, anyways. We're just being assholes.
Yeah.
But well, it's bloody tired.
Yeah.
But
he should not have crossed the street without signaling. It's not my fault, He
had it coming. But definitely been playing. I play GTA Online once in a while. I jump on with you mostly.
Yeah, when I bug you to play.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This game is just so much fun.
Dude, my uncle he plays this game like it's. He needs it.
Yeah, I would actually say, as a GTA fan, he plays this game a lot.
Yeah, he's a member of Legion and everything. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, Legion wasn't so impressive when we were fighting him, but whatever.
I mean, we just dominated, but that's neither here nor there. We're the Knights of Bouss. They're Legion.
Yeah,
we just started a turf war in GTA right there.
Yeah, well, that's fine because Legion may be everywhere. We are specialized. There isn't a lot of us. Because we're the best.
Bring on some Halo. You want to see me strive? I'll play some Halo. Not now because I haven't played in a while, but still. Yeah. I'm thinking of BioShock and start fucking up. Which I've been playing Infinite. I admit, everybody, my initial opinion of that game, because I played like the first 10 minutes, I ran it from Redbox. And
shout out to Redbox.
Yeah. Give me a free rental. I'll take that. That works for me.
In the Bioshock, I played the first one. I loved the first one. I played a bit of the second one. I didn't like it as much, but I liked it.
Don't play the second one. It sucks. I mean, Infinite is better than the first one.
I'm kind of pumped for Infinite just because it looks like they've changed a lot of stuff from the other games. Which change could be good or bad, but you know.
I mean, back to my initial idea, what I was talking about before we breezed off.
Sorry about that.
Handheld gaming this year was pretty top notch. I mean, we got Zelda, we got that, we had Donkey Kong's Country Returns came out for the 3DS. Valhalla Knights came out, which is kind of fun. On the Vita, we got the Ouya, which I haven't played yet.
Ouya? What is that?
That's Android's game system. You didn't know about that?
No. I guess there's
actually a phone you can buy for your iPhone. There's actually a controller you can buy for
your iPhone.
Oh,
okay. I have seen that because it's a really fancy looking controller for it being.
Yeah,
I have seen that.
It's actually a game console. We have them at fucking GameStop.
Do you like it?
I
guess you haven't tried it, have you?
No, I don't play my cell phone. Why am I going to play a console based on it?
I mean, handheld gaming definitely picking up. I mean, I actually got a Vita. You know, I haven't got a handheld since
PSP.
Yeah, I guess it's PSP. I was going to say Game Boy SP, but you're right, PSP. So I guess it hasn't been quite as far as I thought.
I definitely have. I have a soft spot in my heart for handheld gaming because I'm an anime fan. Like, I'm planning after this podcast. Actually, I'm gonna go kick back, watch some Full Metal, and play probably some Zelda on my 3DS.
That's a good call.
Because Mario and Luigi's Dream Team came out this year. That was the one I was thinking of. That's a fun game. I'm an RPG fan, so of course that's where I lean. I mean, Castlevania, amazing. Oh my god, you gotta it just makes you want to hug yourself and tell everybody how awesome you are. I mean, people, even if you don't have the 3DS, buy the arcade version of Mirror of Fate from XBLA or PSN. Totally worth it. If you're a Castlevania fan, buy it. If you haven't played the first Lords of Shadow and you are a vampire fan or a monster movie fan, you are wasting your life. That's all I had to say about it, is you're wasting your life. Not even your time, your life. That's how good that game was. Yeah, I kind of got a war clone, but still fun.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Castlevania fan. I'm another series. I'd say I peruse. You know, I love Symphony of the Night. I loved 64, which not many people liked, but I feel like I played one you played as Richter. Was that Bloodlines? I feel like I played it a little bit, but I don't even. Probably
Super Nintendo?
I don't remember. I feel like I played it on the computer. I don't know. You can hear me talk. I'm not the biggest fan of it. You know. That being said, I thought Lords of Shadow was a fun game. You know, I like the combat system. It's definitely it's got that DMC, you know, kind of God of War inspired feeling, but it's definitely not a clone. You know, I like the magic system and the combat cross. It's one of the coolest things ever. It makes me want to convert to religion. Well, that's a little far, but still, it's not that cool.
I mean, give me a combat cross, I might convert to Catholicism. I hate that religion. I can't say I hate it. I definitely don't like a lot of the people in it. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to piss everybody off.
I don't know. I'm pretty okay with pissing everyone off. Maybe we shouldn't do the first podcast, but you know,
that's fine. Like
some theological debate will definitely come up eventually.
We'll just get a bunch of angry emails and maybe make an apology statement 3-4 podcasts and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I was existing and that was against you guys. My B."
I'm not apologizing for a goddamn thing.
I can't blame you. I'll apologize. It's not going to be real, but I mean, Dick Cheney apologized for shooting that guy. He meant to shoot that fucking guy.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He got away with it, you know.
Yeah.
Quick little apology, and we'll say the same thing later. Hey, that one guy, what's his name? Rob Ford, the crack smoking mayor of Toronto. You know, I don't even think he apologized, and he's fine. Or maybe he didn't apologize.
I mean, it's fucking crack. It's not that big of a deal. Legalize it.
I know. I mean, who doesn't, right? You know, we always got a long.
If you're a police officer, we don't smoke crack.
Yeah, you know, to your knowledge. But you know, who doesn't? Who doesn't have, you know, a long day at work, you know, your girl or whatever's getting your nerves, you know, nothing on TV, and, like, you know what I'm in the mood for? Some crack.
You know what I hate? I hated when I lived with my girlfriend, and she would always be on my shit. Don't play games so much. Don't watch TV so much. Shut up. I worked fucking 12 hours. Eat a dick.
Yeah.
Preferably mine. I mean, if you eat somebody else's, we're not even married yet. This is over. I mean, it's not going to cost me $1,000 to fucking end that.
I mean, technically, how you look at it, perspective based, you know, the problem solved then, kind of, you know.
I mean, but moving away from that whole scene.
Yeah, that is a story for another time.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you remember Baldur's Gate when this is a story for another time. How pissed were you about that?
What, at the end of the first Dark
Yeah.
Alliance? Yeah, it's always a cop out when they say that. Like, okay, I get the literary purpose of a cliffhanger. It's cool. I hate cliffhangers, though. I'll be honest.
Don't watch Sons of Anarchy, because once you get to the new season, bam, there it is. Cliffhanger. I waited a year.
You know, the only time I'm okay with cliffhangers is when I'm watching Netflix and I have the next episode on deck. That's when I was like, wonder what's going to happen. You know, oh wait, this is what's
you know
about
what
to
I hate
happen.
when it's your bedtime, you gotta go to work in the morning, then you got that fucking episode. Like, fuck you timing. That happened with Dexter.
See, at least that's nice. You know, with the advent of streaming TV and such, you can pause things a lot easier than nowadays. Unless you had TiVo or recorded it. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing fucking. But back to primary function.
Did you see that? Did you like that?
Yeah,
Drove
fucking
by.
shot that guy in the throat. He had it coming.
One shot with a shotgun to the head on a bike. You know,
I assume it was in the throat. The buckshot probably hit him somewhere.
that's fine. You know, I don't know, man. I just play this. I'm on the bike. I think about Terminator 2. Just that dirt. It just makes me laugh.
But
My pink shotgun.
I definitely don't agree with my homosexual friend over here.
Hey, you know, you can't prove a goddamn thing.
I have proof. I've got video of you fucking a dude.
Hey, you know, there's nothing gay about getting your dick sucked. All right.
It was in his ass, knee deep.
And you know, I don't think this is.
I mean, it's
appropriate.
probably pretty gay.
I don't
hiding
think
in your
this is
closet, but still.
All right, yeah, this is getting you pretty inappropriate. I think we're gonna have a hard time recording these if I have to get a restraining order.
It's fine. We'll do it over. Yeah, that's true. But
Well, technically, as long as you don't contact me, if I contacted you, it still works, doesn't it? So we could still podcast. You just have to wait for me to talk to you.
no, I would have to contact you because you would be the attacker. So I would be the restrainee.
No, because I'm putting a restraining order on you for being in my closet watching me fuck dudes.
Well, you probably shouldn't fuck dudes then.
You probably should get out of my closet. I don't watch what you do in your free time with animals.
Yes, you do. I saw you in my closet last week.
Well, you can't prove it.
I have a picture.
You just admitted on podcast that you were in mine. We can prove that.
Now that we are moving away from that joke that lasted way too long.
Yeah, let's just tilt a little towards back
Something
on topic.
a little more heterosexual. So I was fucking this bitch last night.
Yeah, how about those boobs?
I do love me some boobs. So we gonna cry and hold each other later or what?
Yeah, don't say that on video. Oh, I guess we're not on video. So yeah, I guess we can't talk about that.
Yeah, no one will know who we are.
Yeah.
But yeah. Back to it. I gotta.
I wonder how many people are still listening after all that.
I doubt many, or they're fucking laughing their ass off, throwing tears like these guys are fucking faggots.
You know, I go with the Daniel Tosh route. You know, you tell a joke that makes a lot of people laugh. You keep going, less people laugh, and then you get down to it's you and one guy who are really laughing, but everyone else is staring at you.
I agree with that. I think that's the way this podcast works, which means we're gonna have a huge fan base for about half the podcast.
Yeah, but that little quarter of the fan base we keep are going to be hardcore fans, though.
Oh yeah, dude, they're gonna be fucking down.
So I don't know. Like I said, I would definitely recommend GTA. You know, it's something that's it's worth the money. The single player alone's worth it. You want to finish up soon?
But yeah, definitely. I mean, let's get out of the past. Let's look a little more towards
What's next year?
Yeah,
the
'cause next
future.
year-
The past is past. The future's now.
movies. I know movies. Transformers 4 was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Who's pumped about Transformers 4? I am.
Yeah, see, haven't even seen the full first one.
Well, you need to stop living under a rock and watch great movies.
You're definitely not the first person to tell me about that, specifically in the Transformers movies. You know,
They're very good movies. Like, not the best stories, but they're fucking awesome to watch. Optimus Prime's whooping somebody's ass. Can't go wrong.
I've just always loved the quote, "Freedom is the right of all sentient beings." I have always loved that quote.
Yes.
He's had it in a lot of different forms of media, and it's just my favorite. I just like it, you know?
I mean, I'm a big fan of,
Freedom.
yeah. That's why I'm an American,
Fuck yeah.
not a fucking Canadian. Because they'll let you out of their country without a promise to come back.
Yeah, last good things they did was Pam Anderson, Wolverine, and they don't even go there anymore. Well, I feel like that's not true. I feel like they both go there. But still.
Most of the the only part of the Wolverine that wasn't in Japan was in Canada.
Well, that's
And
dumb.
I mean, Supernatural is filmed in Canada.
Is it?
That's necessary for me because I love that fucking show.
Still not as good as Angel.
I disagree with you.
He's never going to be as good as Angel.
I think that the Winchesters could take Angel.
I don't think there's any chance of that happening. I think he'd rip them apart.
I think that David Boreanaz looks like a pretty old guy now. Like, have you seen him lately?
No, yeah. I watched Bones super occasionally, which is another one I don't know if it's on the air. You can definitely see that's the thing about making any sort of TV show or movie about a vampire. You know, any sort of creature that doesn't age, you can only do it so far until people start aging. I mean, hell, if you go back to the first season of Angel or even Buffy compared to the last season, he definitely aged. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. You just accept it. I mean, kind of like Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
But this year, I want to say Transformers is coming out. RoboCop, Godzilla looks really cool.
RoboCop, I'm pumped for that. You know that I think I saw a trailer for it. I want to say
probably it was on during Thor.
Yeah, that's where I saw it at. That you know it reminds me of the old one, the original. Because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of the original RoboCop. It's definitely got some respect to it, but it looks like it's modernized. You know, it's gonna be cool.
I think so. Other things you want? I mean,
I'm trying to think. I don't know what's.
I mean,
Metal Gear. I'm very excited for Metal Gear.
Yeah, of course. We'll get more into that next week. Actually, probably later this week.
We'll probably. You'll probably get another one of these videos out pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean these podcasts are gonna. I mean, they're not gonna be too frequent, but like this week we did it later than we expected, so we'll get it out to you. We'll get the next one out to you a little early.
And you guys are gonna shut up and like it because we're interesting. Goddamn it!
You're gonna take it like a dick from a rapist. Sorry to anyone who's been raped. I assume it felt like when you're playing Halo and somebody assassinates you.
And then teabags you against your will. Oh, wait, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Technically, it would be rape.
Yeah. You know, after you said sorry to people who got raped out there, I was going to make the joke, you shouldn't have walked around like you wanted it so bad, but I realize that's insensitive.
We're pretty insensitive people. I mean, we just made a joke about each other being gay and hiding in each other's closets to catch fucking dudes.
Joke?
They don't need to know that much about our personal lives, all right? I mean, it just doesn't need to happen.
All they know is our first names, you know.
Those couldn't even be our real first names. They could be fake.
And that's true. For all they know, we're not even in America. We just have really good, convincing accents.
Yeah. Oi, matey!
Oi.
That was a really bad pirate / fucking...
Australian accents.
Yeah, it's all good.
Shrimp on the Barbie. Call bitches Sheila.
I do want some shrimp. That would be good.
I do like shrimp.
I want some tacos.
I would like a new way to say bitches, and I could say Sheila's, which is nice. True.
I like the word biatch. That's kind of efficient.
Biatch.
I kind of want some Chinese food.
Actually, so do I. I think that's what I'll probably get after this video is over. Podcast. I keep saying video.
Whatever. They don't
recording.
But yeah,
that's does it.
Yeah, I think the next episode we'll cover things upcoming games because we did not do as much homework as we thought we did.
Yeah.
I mean, Metal Gear. Because once I get there, I'm kind of like, oh, Metal Gear, yay!
Yeah.
And,
so, like we keep saying, I feel like it's about the 5th time I've said this. You know, feel free to say something to us. You know, we definitely want to get to know our fan base. So drop us a line. Let us know what